Hello, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony, and I am playing Super Mario World, I think is what it's called, for the Super Nintendo. And I'm just kind of chatting about my life and what's been going on with me, and trying to not give too many details because... And there's my sister calling my phone, so I need to pause this recording. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, my sister has like a sixth sense for when I'm recording, and she blows up my phone. So, yeah, it's very annoying. Every single time my children are gone at their visitation, which is when I do my recording. It's like twice a month they go to supervised visitation with their father for 4 hours. And I swear to you, every single time, my sister calls my phone like 1,000 times. Drives me nuts. But this time I was just like, I'm in the middle of something, and hung up on her. So, anyway, how is everyone doing? I am trying to come up with things to talk about. My daughter keeps sending me sad pictures, like sad face pictures, because she's sad and she wants to come home. But she can't for another 2 hours, hour and a half, 6 o'clock. So yeah. This game I played so much when I was a teenager. It was such a fun game. And you know what's funny is, like, I'm sure that I'd beat this game. Like, of course I'd beat this game. I had to have. But I genuinely don't remember ever beating this game. Like, I don't remember who the final boss is in it. I know that I've done it. I know for sure that I have, but I couldn't tell you, that wasn't very nice. Couldn't tell you what happens at the end. I mean, I could tell you. Actually, I remember what happens at the end. That's how I know that I beat it, but I can't remember who, like, the final, like, boss is or whatever. I'm sure it's probably Bowser or Koopa or whatever he's called in this game. Okay. So, my daughter's sending me pouty faces. Very funny. Sorry, I have to text my daughter back real quick. My gosh, do you guys want to hear something funny? Okay. This isn't the funny part. My dad died when I was 14, okay? That's the background for this, okay? And I was texting Alyssa earlier, and I was trying to say I don't have a favorite child. And when I hit the F, my phone decided to suggest I don't have a father. Which, I mean, yeah, it's true, but rude. Like, you don't have to bring it up. So, you know. Gotta love iPhones and their predictive text. They suggest some messed up things to me. So... okay. I don't know how people make YouTube videos like by themselves and just like play games and talk. Like, what do you talk about? I need like a co-host. What's funny is my daughter does want to teach me how to play Minecraft, and I am going to be recording it when she teaches me, but she refuses to be like on camera in any way. And so even though I'm going to have like technically a recording of like her teaching me to play Minecraft, it's going to be like sped up, and it's going to only be me playing and like, okay, well, whatever, and her, like, she's not gonna be in it at all. Like, I'm gonna have my son, who is much better at video editing than I am. He is going to edit it for me so that like it's sped up and it just like pauses on like any relevant parts, just like to illustrate that she, you know, showed me. I don't know, you guys will see when I actually do it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's funny to me that she's insisting on teaching me, and she's, you know, like letting me record it, but she does not want to be on camera in any way. Oops. Oh, do I have to try to get him? I betcha I do. I probably have to try to get him off the side into the lava. I'm dumb. That was so close. Did you see that? Holy moly. The thing almost killed me. I wish that I had something exciting to talk about. Stranger Things is coming back soon. May, I think, though, right? I think I got overly excited the other day and thought that it was March, and it's really not March. It's definitely coming back in May, right? Am I right about that? I genuinely don't remember. Yay! Okay, cool. That is what I had to do. Okay. Yay! We saved an egg. Sorry. I don't know what to do with myself when I'm like recording and I don't know what to like talk about or whatever. It's funny too because like I keep saying that I want to do this like Minecraft but like story time kind of situation, but like I don't know like what stories to tell, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's because like, okay, so like I guess I'll talk about some stuff a little bit. Like when I was 14, like, okay, so I am one of 5 girls. My parents had 5 daughters. Me and there's my older sister Heather, then there's my sister Heidi, and then there's me, and then there's my sister Tracy and my sister Holly. And my parents were, you know, married, you know, we had just, you know, regular normal childhood. You know, we weren't like wealthy or anything. I guess we were probably pretty poor, but like I didn't realize it when I was a kid, you know, like most kids don't really realize how poor they are. But, you know, obviously 5 kids, we probably weren't super rich. So, oh shit. Oh shit. So, you know, we spent a lot of time, like, we had a house right on the river. Like, we live in a town that has, like, a river separating us from Canada. And we lived right on the river. So, like, we had, like, our own little private, like, dock, like, as a private road. We had our own little private dock, not, like, that we shared with neighbors. Like, there was, you know, there's a few other houses on the road. But, we shared our dock, you know, with all the neighbors on the road, but, you know, we got to, like, I never went to the beach when I was a kid. We have a beach in town, too, like, on the same river. I never went to that beach when I was a kid because there was no point because we were, oh shit. Because we were, what was that? Good gracious. Anyway, we had this river with like a dock, or, you know, we had like the dock right there so we could swim. So we never needed to go to the beach. That was my point. And so, you know, I grew up on this river, and, you know, we'd swim all summer, and sometimes we'd play on the icebergs in the winter, and I would get grounded for it because I wasn't supposed to, but, you know, that's a story for another day. But my parents had, like, best friends that we all called aunt and uncle, and, like, their kids were our cousins. They were not, like, their actual siblings, but they were just, like, their best friends. And so they would come over all summer and, you know, swim, or we would go to their houses, and, you know, it was fun. Like, we had a lot of fun growing up. And so I never really realized that, you know, that we didn't have a lot of money, because we were always doing fun stuff. And, like, my parents made it so that we didn't realize that we were missing anything. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, when I got to high school and stuff, obviously I knew that I didn't have, you know, or maybe I guess middle school, I knew that I didn't have, you know, expensive clothes or anything, but I didn't really care, you know? Like, it wasn't a big deal. But my parents didn't ever let us feel like we were, like, super poor. Although, if you ask one of my sisters, I think she has a different view of our upbringing, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, my point is, my childhood was not bad, like, up until I was 14. It was really good, in my opinion. I had lots of fond memories of growing up, and I had lots of fun with my cousins, and we did live in Arizona, which I think that might be part of why my one sister, like my oldest sister, has, like, a little bit more of, like, a negative, I guess, view of our childhood. Because she, you know, by the time we moved here, she was, I think, like 16. Maybe a little bit younger, but I think 16. No, that can't be right, because she's 46 and I'm 40, so she's only 6 years older than me, and I was 8. So maybe she was, I guess she would have been like 14. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, if you ask me, we had a good childhood. But then when I was 14, my father died very, very suddenly of a heart attack. My best friend, Jennifer, had spent the night, and it was a Sunday morning, and we woke up, and my father had been sleeping on the floor in our living room for a while because he hurt his back at work, and he actually was supposed to start physical therapy the Monday after he died. But he died in his sleep of a heart attack. I guess technically I found him, even though, like, we were all in the room, but I was the phone rang, and it was a neighbor calling to ask my dad if he wanted to get in on football squares. And so I tried to wake him up, and my mother was, like, laying next to him, and she rolled over and put her hand on his chest, and then she just sat up and kind of freaked out and called 911, and I called 911 actually. My mother tried to give him CPR, and it was no go. He was gone. So from that point, my life was kind of jacked up because my oldest sister was 19. The next sister was 16. I was 14. How can that be right? If I was 14, because she turned 20. She was about to turn 20. Anyway, Heather was 19, Heidi was 16, I was 14, Tracy was 10, she turned 11 shortly after, and Holly was 6. And so my mother had been married to my father for 20 years at this point. So she was obviously devastated. Like, there's no, you know. And so she started drinking. to cope with that. And that is kind of where my life went very, very different than it had been at that, you know, up until that point. But I am not going to tell any stories about that right now because I've already been recording for 15 minutes. But that is sort of like the precursor to what happened in my life after that. Oh, let me hit this first and see how we do. Okay, come on. That was terrible. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this. Give me a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know what you think so far. Let me know if there's whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to do YouTube. I know I've been recording these videos for years, but I'm not good at it. So by now we should all know that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.